Hello and welcome to the Selenium Python tutorial 12. It deals with Python automation testing with Selenium WebDriver Python. In this tutorial, you will learn Selenium Python Excel. In Python Selenium, Excel is used to store the test data for test automation script execution. First, I will show you the commands for reading the data in an Excel file. Second, I will demonstrate a full working Selenium Python script with Python Selenium open Excel file, Selenium Python read Excel, and also Python Selenium write to Excel the test results. I will use the OpenPy Excel package. We need to install it using the pip command. The command is pip install OpenPy Excel. In our PyCharm project, we need to click File, Settings, Project Interpreter, then type OpenPy Excel in Available Packages and click on the Install Package button. I've shown this process multiple times in my previous Selenium Python tutorials. Here is my first Selenium Python example. In the PyCharm IDE, in my project, I have created a new Python file excelread.py. Now let us start writing the code. First, we need to import OpenPy Excel. And give the alias also as O. Then we need to specify the Excel file. Within the Excel file, we have to specify the worksheet also. The name of the worksheet is data1, and here is the worksheet. Now this Excel test data file has multiple columns. One is for distance, the second for speed, third for travel hours per day. These are the three columns of the test data inputs. Now this is the expected result and we don't have anything in the test result. Let us continue with the code. First, we need to define a variable for the workbook. WB is equal to OpenPy Excel and the method is load underscore workbook, and we need to specify the name of the Excel file along with the full file path. This is Python Selenium Open Excel. Next, we need a variable for the worksheet. WS is equal to workbook, and within square brackets we have to give the name of the Excel worksheet, which is data1. Now we can get the maximum number of rows and maximum number of columns. Let me define a variable. Row num is worksheet dot max underscore row, and column num is equal to worksheet dot max column. We can print out these values. The number of rows is row num, and the number of columns is column. Now, as you saw in the Excel test data sheet, the first row is the header. So let us start from row number 2. I define a variable row is equal to 2 because I want to read data from the second row, and we can print out the individual values there. For example, the first column is distance. Distance is, now we can access individual cells of the worksheet. WS dot cell, row number and column number dot value. Similarly, we can print other cells. For example, speed is the same row, second column, then travel hours per day is the same row, third column, and finally we have the expected result. Expected result is the same row, fourth column. Now the script is complete. Now let us run it and see whether it prints the values from the Excel sheet or not. The script execution is complete, and here it says the number of rows is 25 and the number of columns is 5, and it's printing out the test data values 1000, 100, 1 hour, and 10 is the expected result, which is the values in the second row. In my Selenium Python tutorial 4, I demonstrated the test automation script to test the Journey Planner application. In this next Selenium Python example, I will modify it to open Excel file, read test data values from Excel, use the values in the application, and write test results to Excel. Now here is the code. Import OpenPy Excel as capital O, and this is the same as the last example, the Excel file and the name of the worksheet. All this code is the same as I showed you in my Selenium Python tutorial 4. So we have the result element, and the result element in the application gives the result if the test data is correct. In case the test data is incorrect, it gives the error message in a separate element. So we need to find that element. Message element is, because we are using explicit wait variable dot until expected conditions dot presence of element located, and I'm going to find it by ID, and I have specified the ID above, which is message ID locator. Now let us start working with Excel. As in the last example, first we need to create the workbook. Workbook is OpenPy Excel dot load underscore workbook, and give the full file path and the name of the Excel file. Then worksheet is equal to workbook, and give the name within square brackets. It is Excel worksheet. The first row is column headers, so I have to read Excel from the second row using a for loop. For R is the row number in range 2 to worksheet dot max underscore row plus 1, because we want to read it until the last row. Now first let us find the distance. So distance is worksheet dot cell row and first column dot value. Now we should convert it to a string by using the str function. Now we have the distance from the Excel sheet, then we can use it within the application. So first distance element dot clear to clear any previous value, then distance element dot send keys, and we want to send the distance that we have read from the Excel file. Similarly, we have to work with speed. S is for speed, and let me copy this, and this is column 2. Then speed element dot clear, speed element dot send keys method, and send S to it, whatever we have read from the Excel file. Then T is the time. This is going to come from column 3. Then within the application we have time element drop down, dot select by visible text and select whatever is given in the Excel sheet. Then we have the calculate element, which is a button, dot click. And after all this, let us wait for a second. Time dot sleep 1. We are going to get the expected result from the Excel sheet. The expected result is in column 4. Now we have to validate whether the result given by the application under test is the same as what is given in our Excel sheet. So let me write an if statement. If str of p, which is the variable e converted to a string, is present in result element dot text, or it's present in message element dot text, because there is no distinction in the Excel file whether it's a positive test or a negative test, so we have to test for both. So either if we are getting the result or the error message, then we can write to Excel ws.cell row in the 5th column dot value is pass, else ws.cell worksheet.cell dot value is fail. Now here in the Excel file, nothing is given in the test result column, which is the column 5. Now we have written all the values to Excel. We have to use the command workbook.save and save it to the exact same location, Excel file, and finally workbook.close. These two statements write to Excel. Therefore, the Excel file has to be closed during these methods execution. So let me close this Excel file and I'll open it again. The script is complete. Let me run it. Right click, run, drop down test data. Selenium WebDriver has opened the browser. Selenium WebDriver has navigated to the web page. Now it is reading the distance, speed and time to travel from the Excel sheet and comparing it with the result here. And it's going to do it for all the 24 rows in the test data. After testing with positive data, now it is testing with negative data also, because it can compare both the result message as well as the error message. The script execution should be complete now, and let us open the Excel sheet, and here we can see the test result, and it has validated for the positive tests which are given in the green background and the negative tests also. That's it for Python browser automation in the Selenium WebDriver Python tutorial. Please practice the examples in my Selenium with Python training and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.